When coming here for the first time, you might think there is a certain community gathering, meeting of villagers in this area, or even a party, as they happily share everything. You might be shocked after being told that all these women you see belong to this man, David Kaluha. Yes, he's the husband to these 15 women.
Hawa ni mabibi wangu. Kijua kama hii yangu haiwezi ikapepwa na mwanamke mmoja.
How is that possible? How does he convince all these women and promise to love them all? And how does he manage 15 wives? What makes the man extraordinary is the way these women love each other and happily share whatever they have. When it comes to cooking and preparing any meal, it has to be done in large quantities since it's one of the biggest family. The man is a historian and a genius in this area and walks in the footsteps of his role model, the biblical Solomon, who married more than 1,000 wives. He believes the wiser you are, the more women you have. And if one knows Solomon's story, that proves his point. He jokes that if you have one wife, then you need more wisdom and, of course, more women.
Kili yangu na bibi moja hatuwezani.
How does he get all these women, and why do they keep coming to him, yet he's not even that rich? He says he intends to bring in more wives and he'll keep producing more children. As of today, he has more than 100 children. David is treated like a king by these women with much respect. Meet our friend David. Today, we're in Western Kenya, in this busy neighborhood. We take a long journey which wasn't that easy and head to this village where we find a genius historian whose story shocked the world.
Naitwa kwa majina Bwana David Sakayo Kaluhana.
61-year-old David Sakayo Kaluhana is a father to 107 children who are produced by 15 different women. His story of having many wives dates back centuries ago, as in his tribe it's very rare that a genius has to come from them, and whenever it happens, it takes at least 300 years. And that's where David comes in, as he was born a genius after 3 centuries.
Kijua kama hii yangu haiwezi ikapepwa na mwanamke mmoja. Tu inakaba sehemu kubwa yenye hata pepa. Hiyo ndio imefanya nikaoa mabibi wengi, sababu ya akili yangu na bibi moja hatuwezani.
To him, being a genius and having a high IQ means marrying many women, as explained it, saying that it's like getting a heavy sack of maize weighing more than 1,000 kilos and placing it on a pickup vehicle. He suggests dividing in small sacks of maybe 10 kilograms would be a good idea for such a heavy load to be carried more easily. In other words, he has a lot of wisdom that would be too much for a single woman to handle, and that way he chose to have many so that women would understand him more easily than having a single woman struggling to understand him as a person with a high IQ. Whether this is true or not remains questionable, but the fact that these women are okay with him, yet he keeps reminding them that soon other women are coming in, makes the man extraordinary. One might ask themselves how such a big family live, how they eat, how they cook, and more. Luckily enough, we fought when they were preparing breakfast. Since there are many here, they share activities, making it faster, as one can be here washing dishes in general, and the other cleaning the compound, others making fire, and in a period of 30 minutes, every home activity is always complete. Each and everything has to be done in large quantities, whether cooking, eating, and more. The quantity of what they eat here, for example, they use more than 10 loaves of bread each morning, and one might wonder where the man gets daily budget to feed his family.
Hata wakichaa 20 hivi, si haitakuwa ni shida.
He's a historian, being the reason he has traveled to different countries, namely Southern Sudan, Yemen, Burundi, Rwanda, DRC, and Uganda. David read more than 4,000 books, being one of the sources of his history. And what makes him a genius is the way he remembers everything from those books in his head from page to page, and he shares history in an oral way, mouth to mouth, since he does not write. For instance, if it's a certain clan or tribe, he has to be knowing everything, including different events that happened since their existence, from day one, their rise, and even their fall. And that's how he earns money, by sharing such important information.
Sasa mimi ni kama Solomon. Na Solomon alikuwa na wamama ama wanawake 700. Akawa na concubine 300, wote wanawake 1000.
I should have become like Solomon. Here I mean, the way the queen of Ethiopia, Sheba, heard of Solomon and came to him. Women should be coming to me in such a way, because I'm like Solomon. I would be marrying more and more women daily, and the land problem here is becoming a bigger and bigger problem, where marrying a woman, you have to give them a certain piece of land, and nowadays those pieces of land are expensive. But the man has an excellent way of handling these 15 women and managing them so that no one fights or even quarrels with the other. His wives too can testify that. This is Jessica, one of the wives of David. They got married in 1998 and have produced 13 children together. 11 of them are still alive and 2 died. They live peaceful despite the fact that the husband has other 14 women.
Tunaishi kwa amani na kwa upendo. Ninapenda mke wangu zaidi.
I never had jealousy of seeing him bringing in more women. He's a responsible man, and whatever he does, he's always right, as he takes enough time thinking before he acts.
Mchina ni Dorin Kalikana. Sina wifu yote wala tunaishi poa.
This is Doreen, one of David's wives, whom they have 7 children. She says she has no problem with any other wife, and she's proud of her husband.
Majina naitwa Rose Daudi Kaluhana. Tunaishi vizuri. Tunapendana, hatuna wivu.
This is Rose David Kaluhana, the 7th wife, who produced 15 children with David and lives with fellow women whom they peacefully share the husband. When asked whether she has ever felt jealousy, she replies that
Hiyo tulikuwa tunasikia kama bado zamani, lakini saa hii tumezoea.
Before, one could think of becoming jealous, but that feeling and thoughts are gone. We no longer think about such. All these women live in harmony with each other, and no one has ever felt jealousy since the man treats them equally. They're okay with bringing in other women as long as they are happy, feel loved and protected. This is a story by Biringiro David. Thank you for watching. I'm Elijah, and this is Aframax English. Remember to subscribe.